Hello everybody. So in today's session we will do our next poem, that is Our Legend of the Northland by Phoebe Carey. First of all, a legend. Legend means an old traditional story. So this poem, A Legend of the Northland, is also a old traditional story about an old lady who was asked by Saint Peter for a piece of cake. What happens and why Phoebe Carey wants to tell us this poem, that we'll see after reciting the poem. So I'll recite the poem to you. Away, away in the northland, where the hours of the day are few, and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like the bear's cubs in their funny furry clothes. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell a tale to you. Once, when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, he came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it, and though it seemed too large to give away, therefore she kneaded another and still a smaller one. But it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she couldn't part with that, for she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away, so she put them on the shelf. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And she said, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter, and to fire keep you warm. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get you your scanty food by boarding and boarding and boarding all day in the hard dry wood. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed into a bird. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burnt, black as a coal in the flame. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. So a very long poem actually by Phoebe Carey, but what, as he also used to say, we'll start quickly the explanation. First stanza. Away, away in the northland, northland, the land near the pole, north pole, where the hours of the day are few. We know that at poles, south pole or north pole, the days and nights are longer, 6 months almost. So in winters, the day or winters, the nights used to be dark for 6 months, and there's no light for 6 months almost. So no day, hours of the day are few, means no day, no light. What is there? Nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through, and it used to be dark for 6 months. It used to be night for 6 months, that nobody can sleep for 6 months. Nobody can sleep them through, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges. Now, picture of Santa Claus comes into our mind. Reindeer and sledges. Santa Claus used to come on the sledge. Reindeers are just pulling his sledge, and he used to come for giving gifts to children on, talking about Christmas. So he says that in the northland, people there, they used to tie the reindeer to the sledges when they have to move here and there, when it snows, when it is snowy there. And the children look like bears cub. And how do the children look? They look like teddy bears, small young bears, in their funny and furry clothes. They look cute. They tell them a curious story. People in northland, their children, they used to tell their children a curious, strange story. What is that? And further, the poet says, I don't believe it is true. He said that he doesn't believe that the story is true, but he wants to tell us that story. Why? Because he says that if he will tell us the story, we may learn a lesson out of that. And you may learn a lesson if I tell you tale. What is that? Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below. Now we all know, as it is believed, that God and saints, they used to live in heaven. So we are talking about once when good Saint Peter, he used to live on the earth down here, and walked about it preaching just as he did, And what was the what was the work of Saint Peter? He used to teach about God all over the world, traveling around the world. He used to give teachings related to God. He came to the door of a cottage. So one day, while after preaching at evening only, after finishing the day's work, he came to the door of a cottage in traveling around the earth. When he had finished traveling around the world preaching, where a little woman was making cakes. What was the woman doing? She was making cake and she was baking them on the hearth. Hearth is in which we used to make fire with the help of wood. So she was baking the cake there. Being faint with fasting, the Saint Peter, he has not eaten for the whole day anything, so he was faint. So he asked the lady to give him a single cake from her store of cakes. He asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. So the lady, she made a very little cake for giving to Saint Peter. But as she baking lay, she looked at it, and though it seemed too large to give away, but when it got out after baking, she found it that it is so large and she could not part with that. She found, oh, I should not give that much large cake. So what she did? Therefore she kneaded another. She took the little bit piece, and with the roller she rolled it again, still a smaller one. But it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. But when it also came out after baking, she found it that it was also larger as the previous one. Now she put that also aside. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough. This time she took a little bit of dough only, tiny scrap of dough, and she rolled it like a wafer. Wafer though everybody has eaten also. Thin sheet of wafer, and then she put that for baking. But it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she could not part with that. But that cake also, which she had took the little bit of dough, when it got baked, that also became larger. And she found, oh, I should not give away. This is a big cake. What she said? For she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself. She said that when I have to eat my cakes myself, they are very small. But if I have to give to anybody else, they are larger. So I should not give them away. Are yet too large to give away. So what she did? She put them all on the shelf, and she did not give any cake to Saint Peter. Now Saint Peter was hungry, and he became angry also. Then good Saint Peter grew angry. He was hungry, and the lady did not give any cake, for he was hungry and faint. And surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And such a greedy, such a selfish lady who was not ready to give a single cake to Saint Peter, she was enough, and her behavior was enough to provoke, agitate such a saint. He got angry. And he said, what he said? You are far too selfish to dwell in a human form. He said that, lady, you don't deserve to be a human. You don't deserve to be in human body. To have food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. You don't deserve to be a human. You don't deserve to get food like human. You don't deserve to get shelter like human. And you don't deserve fire to keep yourself warm like humans. And then he cursed. He cursed the lady. What did he do? Now you shall build as the birds do. He said, okay, go, you rat lady. Now onwards, you will build as the birds do. And shall you get scanty food? And now onwards, you will get a scanty little bit of food as the birds get. And how? By boring and boring and boring. Boring is talking about like drilling. Bird used to have a long beak and they used to drill in the stem and then they used to get the food. And how? By hard work in the day, in the jungles, in the dry wood, and not in the green wood, in the dry wood. Go lady, you will become such a bird. Then that time only she went through up the chimney. The lady, that time only she through the chimney got up. After that she could not speak a word, never speaking a word. And out of the top of the chimney flew a woodpecker. She was changed into a woodpecker, bird. For she was changed into a bird. She had a scarlet cap on her head. That time when Saint Peter came to her house, cottage, she had worn a scarlet. Scarlet is red colored cap. Only that was left on the head of woodpecker. If you had seen woodpecker, woodpecker used to have a red talking about on its head. Other than it used to be totally dark, black. It was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned inside the chimney like black as a coal in the flame of the hearth. And every country schoolboy, country is the village area. Every schoolboy has seen her in the wood. Wood is jungle. Who had they seen? The woodpecker, the cursed lady. Where she is in the trees till this very day. Till this very day, the curse is upon the lady and she is changed into woodpecker, boring and boring for food. And how she getting her food? By boring with her long beak, boring into the stem. The cursed lady, the old cursed lady who denied to give a single cake to Saint Peter. So the moral of the story, the lesson that Phoebe Carey wants to teach to us is that we should not be selfish. Sharing is a good thing and selfishness is a curse. So that is all about A Legend of the Northland by